Hi Happy Knitters! Today's video is going to be a little bit different from the traditional videos that you have seen from me. Mehousa is a knitting company that sells their knitting needles on Amazon. They were kind enough to send me a set of their needles for me to review for my viewers, and I was absolutely excited and happy to do that because I'm always looking for new needles and things of that nature. These are really great budget friendly needles. I think these needles would be great for beginners. I think these needles would be great to supplement your already current needle stash. So this particular set from Mehousa, they're aluminum needles, circular needles, and they come in this nice storage case, and these are going to be 32-inch circular needles. They come in size US size 8, 9, 10, 10 and a half, 11, 13, 15, and 17. So if you were to order these particular needles, this is exactly what you would see once they arrived in your home. So let's go ahead and take these apart and open them up. And this is what you are going to receive. How nice is the fact that you already have a storage case? Because I know for me, storage is always an issue for me. And the fact that these needles already come with the storage case is a win-win. So like I said, you get 8 needles. They are aluminum. Let me pick out the bigger size for you. See if we can get that to focus. They are aluminum. And so as far as glide and texture, they seem to have a great finish on them. And I don't think you're going to have to worry about chipping or any drag on your knitting. Now, these cords are a little bit on the stiff side, but I think that they're not going to hinder your knitting in any way possible. I think that the joins on these needles are fairly well. I've felt each of them and they seem to be pretty good. So I don't think you're going to have an issue with that as well. Now they do come, like I said, in this storage case. And so the needles, the actual cable part is not quite as flexible as maybe some of the other higher end needles, but let me tell you guys, these needles really are, as far as the money is concerned, they are, I think, of great quality. So let me just go ahead and knit a sample with these needles so you can kind of get a little bit better idea of what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to grab some yarn real quick, and this is going to be the US 8, size 8. So let me bring this in just a little bit for you. Okay, this is a US size 8 needle. Okay, so I'm just going to work up just a really small sample and let you know my thoughts on these needles. Okay, so as you can see, the cord is still curled up, but it's not a problem to stretch it out and begin knitting with it. Okay. I like that there's no drag on the yarn from one needle to the next. I feel I like the coating on these needles seem to be very well done. And I like slick needles. I do have wood needles, but I do prefer aluminum or steel needles. So this is definitely in my wheelhouse. So that is not a problem. Like I said, so far, like I said, no drag, and I did check the joins, and I don't think that's going to be an issue for you when you are using these needles. So I will say, so I'm going to give you my thoughts, my pros and cons on these needles. Okay, so like I said, as far as the knitting is concerned, I don't think there's an issue. I would totally buy a set of these for myself as backup for me. So let me start with the pros. The pros are the price. You really cannot beat the price of these needles because you get so much for your money. Secondly, you get this storage case with your needle purchase, and so therefore there's not an additional cost for you to find somewhere to store these needles. You can keep them in this particular case. This 32-inch set comes with sizes 8 through 17, and you know, we don't use 17s that often, but when you do, it's always nice to go ahead and have those handy with you. And in this case, this particular set comes with that. Also, like I said, the joins seem to be very well done. There's no drag on the knitting that I am aware of, so that's a plus in my book. I think maybe the cons for me would be if you were looking for really sharp tipped needles, I don't think that these are what you would probably want, but I will tell you that I don't think you're going to have a problem knitting with these. Would they be great for lace? Probably not, but for everyday knitting, I really don't think that these are going to be an issue because they're just enough point on them to be able to pick up your yarn and continue knitting with whatever project that you are working on. So that's not a problem for me. Another con for me probably would be the cable, just because it's a little bit stiffer than what I'm normally working with. Would that keep me from buying these budget-friendly needles? Absolutely not. Like I said, for the price, you really cannot beat that. So I highly, from what I can see and from what I have used so far, I would highly recommend these needles if you are looking to, number one, supplement your current needle supply. If you are a beginner knitter and you are wanting to find some budget-friendly needles that are not going to break the bank because number one, you don't know if you're going to continue knitting or if you like knitting, and number two, everybody's budget is different, right? So I think these are probably would be in everybody's wheelhouse as far as the price is concerned. So Mehousa has graciously given my viewers a code, a 10% discount code, and I will put it across the screen for you to use if you decide that you want to purchase these needles off of Amazon. I will also put a link down in the description box below with the link to these needles so that you'll know exactly where to go to purchase these needles. So if you follow me on my podcast, I will be doing a giveaway for these needles, and I'll give you the information there on how you can win this very set for yourself. Okay, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review, and let me know if you'd like for me to do more reviews, etc. It was fun to do this, and I hope that it enlightened you and it can make you it'll make you have an informed decision on whether or not you want to purchase these needles. Okay, you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.